Hey guys, so Apple just announced their new iPhones, the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus. So just want to compare them with the Galaxy Note 7. I want to do like an early comparison with the Note 7 because I am using the Note 7 for some time now, almost 4 weeks. And yeah, let's see how the Note 7 stacks up against the mighty new iPhones, the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus. So let's talk about the design and the build quality. The Galaxy Note 7 comes with the glass and metal rails on the side, while the iPhone is pretty much the same as the 6S, just they have moved the antenna bands a little bit, so we have antenna band on top and bottom, and it's like more cleaner, and they've also introduced a new jet black color, which is you could say more of glossy like. It's like a fingerprint magnet, and also it is prone to scratches just like the Galaxy Note 7 here. So I mean, build quality wise, both phones should be top notch. I mean, for the price they will be absolutely worth it. And I know the Galaxy Note 7, it's the exploding scene is going on, but my Note 7 is working absolutely fine. But yeah, it's actually a pretty bad thing for Samsung because the Note 7 people will not gonna be trusting Note 7 that much. A lot of people will not going to buy the Galaxy Note 7 just because of the exploding thing that happened, and they might go towards the iPhone. So and of course the Note 7 is not yet available for purchase. It will be after the recall process. So display wise, the Galaxy Note 7 is still the king. It's having a 5.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, around 1000 nits of brightness, so it's the most brightest display on the market. And the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus, on the other hand, they don't have any change in the resolution or in the size. They're pretty much the same as the iPhone 6s here. So the 7 will have 4.7-inch display just like the iPhone 6s, and the resolution will be the same. It's like a little bit more brighter, 25% more brighter, and has a little bit better colors. But yeah, I mean, there's no significant change in the display on the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus compared to the 6s and the 6s Plus. And like I said, the sizes are also same, 4.7-inch and 5.5-inch. If we talk about the processor, the iPhone 7 series is coming with Apple A10 Fusion chipset, which is basically a quad-core processor, and it has like two high-power cores and two low-power cores. Now, compared to the iPhone 6s that I have here, it's still as fast, or you can say slightly faster compared to the Galaxy Note 7 in the real-life speed test wise. But imagine the iPhone 7 processor, which is twice powerful compared to the iPhone 6s, and it's definitely going to be faster than the Note 7 in in apps opening and in multitasking also. And I mean, as a smartphone guy, I'm not lying. The iPhones, they provide the most smoothest experience. I'm not saying the Galaxy Note 7 lags or anything like that. It works fine, but in comparison, the iPhone 7 will definitely going to be faster. We really need an upgrade to the processor lineup for the Android devices. Like, we need at least Qualcomm Snapdragon 830 to compete with the Apple A10 Fusion chipset, which is really ridiculously fast. If you take a look at its Geekbench score, you can see the insane single core score we have. That's really explains the quality of the Apple's chipset, and also the GPU is 50% faster compared to the iPhone 6s, which also gives developers more power to launch console quality graphics games on the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus to take advantage of that awesome GPU. So Snapdragon 820 with 4 GB of RAM on the Note 7 is not going to lag. It can handle pretty much anything without any problem, but the iPhone 7 will be faster. Of course, I'm going to be doing a speed test video when I will get my hands on the new iPhone 7 Plus and the iPhone 7. So on the software side, we have the iOS 10 on the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus versus the Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow on the Galaxy Note 7. And again, it's pretty much your personal preference. You might like iOS more, you might like Android more. In my personal experience, the Galaxy Note 7 comes with more features compared to the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus. Software-wise speaking, we have dual window where you can open different applications in just one screen. You also have tons of options in the quick setting area. You can even downgrade the display resolution from Quad HD to 1080p, and then also you can downgrade it to further 720p to increase the battery life. I mean, these are some of the best TouchWiz features that were ever, created here for Samsung devices. And you also have the always on mode, which is, you could say, one of the most convenient features that were ever introduced to the Samsung devices. And again, in my experience, I've done a lot of videos on the Galaxy Note 7, tips and tricks wise. I know that it will provide overall more features software-wise compared to the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus. The iOS, on the other hand, is it's a simple soft operating system. You can say it's easier to operate. They added some new changes. Of course, the iOS 10 works flawlessly with the 3D Touch, the third-party widgets, developer support, and all that. But still, feature-wise, it's not as packed as the Galaxy Note 7, you can say, with its new Grace TouchWiz UI. That's a fact. And also, if we talk about the cameras, now the cameras on the new iPhone 7 series they are improved. So on the iPhone 7, you get a single 12 megapixel sensor, which is definitely more brighter compared to the iPhone 6s here. So you get f1.8 aperture size, which will bring in more light when you are capturing photos in low light situations. You also have quad LED flash. You also have the dual camera sensor on the bigger iPhone 7 Plus, which gives you the ability for the optical zoom as well as the crazy depth effect you can do within the software. So I think the iPhone they will be improved a lot camera wise. The Galaxy Note 7, on the other hand, comes with a 12 megapixel camera with dual pixel autofocus and f1.7 aperture size. It is the best camera at the moment, but we can't tell for sure because, of course, when I'm gonna get the iPhone, I will compare it. But I'm not gonna say that it's better than the iPhone, because what Apple has shown, especially that depth effect feature on the iPhone 7 Plus, it's really a big deal. And f1.7, f1.8, we can expect the Note 7 to perform better in low light a little bit, but definitely it's not going to be a big difference. So, the camera wise, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a really tough battle. They also improved the front camera on the iPhone, which is now 7 megapixel instead of the 5 megapixel on the iPhone 6s. On the other hand, the Galaxy Note 7 has a 5 megapixel front camera. So, camera wise, again, it is going to be a tough battle. We cannot say that the Note 7 is the winner. It is better than most of the phones at the moment on the market, but we'll see about the iPhone 7. If we talk about the battery performance on the new iPhone 7, according to Tim Cook, the iPhone 7 will provide almost 2 hours more battery life compared to the iPhone 6s. The iPhone 7 Plus will provide 1 hour compared to the iPhone 6s Plus. Now, the Galaxy Note 7, on the other hand, it is having a really high-end display, Quad HD, and a 3500 mAh battery. And on paper, it should give you at least 5 hours screen on time, but it's not giving you that. It's in between 4 to 5 hours. So a little bit disappointed, I should say. But you have the ability to downgrade the display resolution from the Quad HD all the way to Full HD or even 720p, which will definitely going to add extra hours to your overall battery time. So, battery wise, I should say they should be even Steven. Maybe the Note 7 is a little bit better because of its trick that it's have, but on native Quad HD, it's not that impressive. But like I said, you can also downgrade the display to get more battery life. So the iPhone 7 series is also water resistant, just like the Galaxy Note 7, so I'll be testing that out. Also, the Note 7 comes with the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is absent on the new iPhone 7 series. Instead, you can have the Lightning AirPods that they will include with the box, and you can also use an adapter to use the old 3.5mm headphones that you have. But still, it's you can charge your Note 7 and you can listen to the music at the same time, but you cannot do that anymore with the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus. So that's that. Also, if we talk about the Note itself, the special feature with the Galaxy Note 7 is, of course, the S Pen. Now, the S Pen unlocks a whole new way to interact with your device. You got tons of different features. So S Pen is definitely a big deal, It's like I said, it unlocks a whole new way to interact with your device. And also, on the other hand, the iPhone 7 series, they have 3D Touch, which is, you can say, somewhat of their unique feature, which also is now improved a lot with the iOS 10, you know, third-party widget stuff and all that. Also, it seems like the iPhone 7 series will be better compared to the Note 7 when it comes to the sound, because it's coming with dual stereo speakers, which will provide more in-depth, you can say, sound compared to the Samsung Galaxy Note 7, which just has one speaker at the bottom. So the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus will have one speaker at the bottom and one on the top. They will work collectively to give you, you know, stereo sound, and that is actually in my opinion better than just having one speaker, which we have on the Note 7. So it's really a tough choice here, you know, to choosing between which one you have to buy, the Note 7 or the iPhone 7 Plus, you can say. And I will definitely recommend you to wait for the 7 Plus to be released, you know, of course, then it will have side-by-side comparison, speed, camera, and other stuff. But yeah, in my honest opinion, of course, the Note 7 is having exploding thing going on. Samsung's doing the recall and all that stuff. It just destroys the reputation of the Galaxy Note 7, you know, and a lot of people will buy the iPhone 7 Plus or iPhone 7 just because they don't feel safe with the Note 7. I mean, it's a good phone. The display is better on this phone. It comes with iris scanner, which I forgot to mention, which is also a new way to unlock your phone, enhances the security. It's also having the S Pen, of course, dual curve display. I mean, it's a total package. Feature-wise, the Galaxy Note 7 is actually better than the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus. On the other hand, the iPhone is of course packing a lot of features. It's going to be faster and it's going to give you a super buttery smooth performance. You got some new games also announced for the iPhone. There is a secondary camera with the iPhone 7 Plus, which gives you ability for optical zoom as well as the depth effect. And also you got iOS, which you can say a more of a smoother experience as I still get on my 6S. That's a proof of that. And also you're gonna get the 3D touch with the iPhone 7 to 7 Plus. That's also a big deal with the iOS 10. Overall, I mean, both phones are great. No matter which phone you choose, you will be happy in the end. So yeah, I hope this video will help you out in if you are, you know, if you just can't wait. But I definitely recommend you to stick around for the comparison. Of course, for the camera, we can't tell much at the moment. Can't tell you right away which one will be the better one. So yeah, that's our whole early comparison between the Note 7 and the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus. My thoughts here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.